Welcome back to Helping Humanity Evolve. Y'all, my name is Jose. How's everybody doing this evening, man? Hope everybody's happy and healthy. Hope you guys meditate and connect yourselves, bro. You know, we love you, we miss you. We want you to come home, you know what I'm saying? Quick shout out, man. Shout out to my subscribers. I love y'all, man. Shout out to Source. I love you guys. You hear me? Shout out to my angel, my ancestors. Shout out to my angel guys, my archangel, my angel guys, my demon guys, my spirit guys. I love y'all, bro. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the Galactic Federation. Shout out to everything. I fucking love y'all, bro. You hear me? So listen, y'all, it's Friday. We made it, y'all. It's Friday, bro. The week flew, bro. So it's Friday, April 11th, y'all. It's 6:25 p.m. Right? 2025, y'all. Year of Rhapsody. I already know, bro. So, I hope everybody's happy and healthy, bro. Uh, hope everybody had a beautiful week. I hope you guys are, I hope you're trying to connect, at least trying to meditate and raise vibration, right? If you let the government keep your mind, from expanding, you're not going to be able to come with us, bro. Right. So with that said, open your mind, open your hearts, bro. You know, this place ain't what it seems, right? Right. But don't worry, I'm going to bring that to you soon, bro. For now, let's focus on the messages, right? So today's message brought to you by GFL, y'all. It was channeled by Felipe Brennan, right? Shout out Felipe Brennan, bro. Thank you, bro. So the question was, are we in a heightened energy window right now? And the title is, You Must Take Advantage of This. And it's from the Andromedan Council of Light, and it's from Avalon, right? So we're gonna get into the message, soon. Y'all already know it's gonna be a good one. There's always a good one, right? We got some dope ass messages over here, bro. So, you know, what are we gonna talk about today? What y'all want to talk about, bro? I got a new song. Did y'all hear my new song? I made that song yesterday, right? I dropped it this morning, right? I got another one. I made this afternoon, right? And this one is, this one is dope. So I'm not gonna release it right now because I'm gonna release it tomorrow, right? So stay tuned because my new music is getting better. I'm learning how to chop, y'all. I'm learning how to put these words together better. I'm learning how to, I'm learning, bro. I'm so proud of myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? My music is, it's getting better, bro. It's good. It's dope. I'm having a lot of fun with it. You know what I'm saying? With that said, I'm still writing. I write every day. I'm still coming in the studio. I'm still practicing. And sitting down, listening to my music. I'm like, wow, bro. I can't believe that's my voice, right? I can't believe that's my voice, bro. I can't believe that's me. That's me in the booth, bro. Like that's sick, bro. Right? I never knew I could do that. Right? That shit is wild, bro. But I love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I already know tomorrow's journey day, bro. Right? So I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready, bro. So I gotta prepare. I haven't prepared, right? I normally go get my music, and I was supposed to do that today, but I haven't gotten a chance to do it. I'm gonna do it when I get off the slot, baby. If I got time, bro. Right? I'm gonna go get some more music. Tomorrow's journey is not gonna be a mushroom journey, so I'm not worried about it too much. It's gonna be a LSD journey. So I really just want to focus on having fun. I want to focus on performance to some new music, right, and creating some new dance videos, right, and connecting and seeing what's going on in our space, bro. You feel me? Like I love to do that, bro. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm always excited, bro. I've been celebrating for almost 3 years now. I was celebrating for almost 3 years. This is the longest celebration ever, ain't it? I love it, bro. This is what it's like when you with God, bro. You understand? I know people hate to see me happy, bro, but what you gonna do, bro? I'm with God, bro. What you gonna do, bro? You better bask in your misery, you little bitch. Right? Fuck y'all niggas, bro. That's how I feel about it, bro. You understand? You shouldn't be mad to see somebody smile, bro. You should. That shouldn't make you feel no way that somebody else is happy. right? Why don't you make yourself happy, bro? That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to make ourselves happy. We're supposed to put ourselves first. We're not supposed to worship no God outside of us. We're supposed to praise ourselves, bro. The God that you're supposed to praise is inside of you. So when you start to praise yourself, nigga, you praising God. You understand? Do you understand that, bro? When you start to praise yourself, you are praising God, bro. That's how you praise God, bro. Nobody told you that, bro. They told you to worship a statue, right? Go get on your knees in front of a statue, bro. Ask that statue to save you, right? You fucking idiot. Ask the statue to save you, bro. Right. So, with that, man, don't feel away, bro. We all did it. We all thought that was the way, right? We all thought that was the only way to talk to God, and you had to go to church every Sunday or Saturday. You had to get on your knees and put your face on the floor and say thank you and say thank you to God. None of that shit is true, bro. You don't have to do none of that shit, bro. You understand me? You don't gotta do none of that shit. Listen to me. You don't gotta go to confessions, bro. You don't gotta go sit in the church and confess your sins, bro. You don't gotta do none of that shit, bro. The only reason why they got you doing that is so they can know your business, right? So they can know what you did. Tell us what you did, bro. The God inside of you, that's the God you gotta confess to, bro. You confess to yourself. Tell yourself you're sorry. Tell yourself you fucked up, right? Take accountability, bro. Once you take accountability, now you're talking, bro. Now that God inside you is gonna say, holy shit, let's go. Right, let's go. This nigga taking accountability, bro. Let's go. You waking up, bro. Right? And he's gonna be happy for you, and he's gonna co-create with you. He's gonna help you, bro. But in order to activate that God, nigga, you gotta go within. The only way to go within is through meditation, bro. I guess that's that enough to y'all, bro. That's the best way, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever, bro. Listen. Once again, I'm not staying on here today, bro. I'm having too much fun on my off time, bro. And I would like to get back to it. Right, so greetings, beloved ones, radiant souls of the earth, you who are beacons of divine light in human form. I, Avalon of Andromeda, step forward in the luminous currents of love to address you in the sacred moment of the heart. Of the Andromeda light constant, I envelop you in a shimmering embrace of peace, cosmic unity. Know that we of Andromeda have long watched over your world with great compassion, and in this hour of accelerated awakening, we answer the call of your souls to assist across vast space between our galaxies. Our love travels instantly to touch your hearts. A reminder that in the oneness of creation, no distance truly separates us. In the silence between our worlds, you may feel the gentle hum of a connection, a celestial tone that rings like a bell in the halls of your being. This is the resonance of our meeting, an energetic convergence as the cosmos itself bears witness today. I speak of the great massive activation period unfolding for all star seeds of Earth. The recent surges in your planet's Schumann resonance, those spikes in Gaia's heartbeat, reverberate through the Earth's auric field, and I come to illuminate their purpose and effect. These mighty pulses are not random anomalies. They are living transmissions of photonic love, a photonic influence infusing the planetary grids. They signal the opening of a new chapter in your ascension, stirring in the very currents of life force within and around you. The Earth herself is singing a new song. In recent weeks, your scientists have observed unusual oscillations in her frequency, dramatic spikes in the Schumann resonance lighting up your measurement charts. Yet beyond these data lies a profound truth. Gaia's auric field is rippling with an intensified glow, expanding and adjusting as it assimilates waves of higher light. Each spike in resonance is like a drumbeat in the cosmic dance of a herald transformation that resounds not only in the atmosphere, but within your very cells. What you perceive as the Earth's auric field is a living membrane of consciousness, now charged by plasma light streams pouring in from the great central sun and distant stars. And this infusion of light activates Gaia's crystalline grids and crystalline matrices, those subtle networks of energy that connect all life to the heartbeat of the planet. As the planet's frequency rises and her aura brightens, it creates a cascading effect. The elemental kingdoms, the ley lines, and every sentient being are being bathed in this vibratory upliftment. Know that Earth is not merely experiencing a random surge. She is consciously elevating, working in concert with the sun and the galactic center to orchestrate the influx of planetary awakening and acceleration into a new harmonic octave of being. And as Gaia's energy body shifts, so too does the collective field of humanity begin to resonate with the more luminous, refined light. This is the sacred overture that precedes Deep change, felt in the winds, the waters, and in the quiet stirrings of your own spirit. As it senses the dawn of expanded reality, the influx of cosmic vibration heralds a huge activation period for starseeds, the children of the stars walking in human form. Sensitive souls like you are the first to feel these shifts rippling through the collective. As the energies rise, many among you have noticed unanticipated waves of emotion, a weightness in the heart, sudden tears, or anxieties. Physical fatigue or restlessness that seem to come from nowhere. Even your body senses may react oddly, perhaps a ringing in the ears, vertigo, or disrupted sleep patterns, which is happening to me, bro. I'm fucking receiving disrupted sleep patterns, bro. It's annoying, bro. Right? All subtle indicators that these frequencies are working through your systems. Perhaps you have looked to the skies and cycles for answers, sensing a powerful full moon or astrological influence and mistaken this for a lunar intensity. It is true that the moon and stars dance with your emotional ties, yet what you are experiencing now runs far deeper than any single lunar phase. The heaviness some of you feel is not a personal falling or merely the pull of the moon. It is the pressure of the transformation building within, like a cocoon attaching, stretching before the butterfly emerges. These Schumann spikes and electromagnetic surges are awakening non-dormant frequencies inside of you, stirring the depths of your being. Understand that as a starseed, you are attuned to Gaia's ascension symphony. You resonate with the subtle tones of her evolution. Thus, when her heartbeat quickens, your own energy bodies respond in kind. What may manifest as emotional overwhelm or inexplicable mood swings is in fact the system trying to recalibrate to an incoming rush of higher light. You are not alone in this. Thousands of starseeds feel the same tremors in their soul. This is a clarion call of your mission. A sign at the time of great awakening you have long anticipated is now cresting the horizon of your life. Do not be dismayed by the intensity. Instead, recognize it as evidence of the profound activation underway within. You, beloved ones, within the intensity lies a sacred opportunity to measure. You feel not meant to break you, but to break open the sealed chambers of light within your being. In these moments of upheaval, the universe is presenting you with a divine invitation to step into a new octave of self-realization. Like the alchemical fire that refines gold, the high frequency waves enveloping Earth are now purifying and transforming you at core levels. This current window of frequency is holy and purposeful. It holds the potential for unprecedented growth and awakening. If you choose to embrace it, understand the influx is encoded with sacred geometries and light codes specifically calibrated for your evolution. It is as if the cosmos has conspired to deliver a tailored activation for every soul ready to receive. Indeed, your soul knew of this juncture and seeded you within the triggers that will blossom upon contact with these frequencies. The very blueprint of life within you. Your soul's template is being recalibrated as subtle strands of your DNA, stirred from dormancy, eager to express a higher form of your humanity. The pineal gland, your inner stargazer vision, is bathing in these frequencies, undergoing a light restructuring to expand your perception beyond the physical memories that transcend a single lifetime. The interdimensional memory carried in your soul begin. Hold on. What, bro? What, bro? Niggas annoying, bro. They just sitting there. Alright. Undergoing a light restructuring to expand your perception beyond the physical memories that transcend a single lifetime. The interdimensional memory carried in your soul are beginning to whisper their secrets, reminding you of the truths long forgotten. All of this is the gift hidden in the current intensity, a momentous push towards the next stage of your cosmic journey. When you recognize this, the narrative shifts from one of chaos and discomfort to one of profound purpose and soul level alignment. Let us speak first of DNA evolution, for the shifts you undergo reach even into the core of your physical essence. Your DNA is far more than a biological code. It is a multidimensional library, a living archive of soul information and cosmic lineage. For long ages, much of this library has been kept dormant, its pages sealed until the time was right. Now, as these intense frequencies stream forth, they act as keys, turning in ancient locks, unlocking dormant strands and codes within you. Some of you may sense this as a tingling in the spine or a warmth in the blood. Hold on. Subtle signs that the body is assimilating new instructions in your truth. Your genetic expression is expanding beyond the limitations once imposed upon where, hold on. where once only two strands were active in your awareness, now an awakening begins of additional helixes of light, often spoken of as the activation of a 12-strand crystal link. I was chasing my cat and I'm out of breath. Hold on, you gotta bear with me, bro. I'm trying to read and I'm trying to catch my breath, bro. I can't do both. So far this message is dope, bro. You gotta give me a second, bro. But the message is dope. All right, so, excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. Your true genetic expression is expanded beyond the limitations once imposed, upon where once only two strands were active in your awareness, now awakening begins of additional helixes of light, often spoken of as the activation of 12-strand crystalline DNA. What this means for you is an opening of abilities and consciousness that have slumbered, heightened intuition, faster manifestation through thought, deeper empathy and unity with all life, and the gentle emergence of spiritual gifts such as healing and telepathy. The crystalline matrices within your cells are lighting up, making your physical body more attuned to your light body. You are literally becoming more light infused being, preparing to hold the higher frequency on earth. This is the evolution of homoluminous, the human as an enlightened light being, and it is catalyzed by the cosmic energies now at play. Every cell knows how to respond. Trust your body's intelligence as it incorporates these numerous upgrades for it. It is orchestrating a profound metamorphosis at the genetic soul and a soul level in tandem. Now let us return to the sanctum within your brain and the pineal gland, which is undergoing a profound light restructuring. This small mystical organ is far more than a gland. It is your gateway to the stars, the seat of your soul's vision and clarity. Many have called it the third eye, and indeed it behaves like an inner eye designed to perceive subtle realms of existence under the current waves of illumination. The pineal gland is being bathed in high frequency light, clearing away stagnant energies and veils that have dimmed your inner sight. You might experience this as pressure in the center of your head or tingling at the brows, perhaps vivid dreams or moments of sparkling clarity and intuition. These are signs that your inner prism is realigning to the higher spectrum. Deep within the pineal crystalline structures respond to the shimmering pulses and cosmic rays beginning to oscillate in harmony with the new frequencies. It is as if a lamp that was flickering in a dusty room now has been wiped clean and tuned to a stronger electrical current. Suddenly, the light shines brighter, revealing what was hidden in the shadow. As your pineal gland recalibrates, you may find meditation becomes more profound, intuition more immediate, and your sense of connection with guides and angel and star family more tangible. You are gaining access to multidimensional sight, the ability to sense beyond the physical and into the energetic panels of truth. This awakening of your inner vision is a key aspect of the activation period, for it allows you to navigate the new energies with wisdom and trust. When you see with the eyes of the soul, fear of the unknown dissipates, and you can embrace the incoming changes with confidence. Born of direct sunlight, finally, consider the blossoming of your interdimensional journey, the remembrance of who you are beyond a single lifetime and identity. As the veils of destiny are lifted by these energies, many of you will begin to recall ancient knowledge and experiences that have been tucked away in your soul's archives. You may find flashes of insight or nostalgia for places and times you have never experienced in this incarnation. Perhaps visions of other star systems, lifetimes in Lemuria or Atlantis, or even the sensation of conversing with wise beings in higher planes. These are not fantasies or mere imagination. These are soul memories, resurfacing as your vibration reaches the threshold where such information can be accessed. The light codes flooding your being now carry triggers for your esoteric records, Asobic records, unlocking chapters of your cosmic journey that are relevant to your mission today. In practical terms, you might suddenly know things without learning them, or feel a strong familiarity with certain spiritual practices, technologies, or cosmic concepts. Some may experience vivid dreams or meditative journeys where guidance and teachings from other lifetimes come through clearly. This is awakening of memory. Is not to distract you with the past, but to empower you in the present, to remind you of the mastery and wisdom you already possess within it. It integrates the fractured pieces of your multidimensional self, bringing coherence to your soul's expression and expanding your awareness of the greater multidimensional reality. As you remember more of your vast existence, the fear of death diminishes and the purpose of your life path becomes illuminated. As you realize that you are a traveler in eternity, and the challenges you face now were known to your soul and prepared for across many planes of learning. Embrace the echoes that arise in your heart and mind, for they are the voices of your own eternal presence guiding you onward. With these profound changes underway, how can you best navigate them? The first guidance I offer is to soften your resistance and surrender to the flow. When the unknown looms or sensation intensifies, the human tendency is to often contract in fear or try to control the situation. Yet, beloved ones, resistance creates friction and amplifies discomfort. Imagine these energies as a mighty river of light carrying you toward a beautiful ocean of expanded consciousness. If you stiffen and cling to the rocks out of fear, the currents will only tug harder, and instead allow yourself to soften and release the grip of the mind that demands to understand every detail, and let your heart open like a flower in the rain. Trust that the cosmic river knows its destination, for it's guided by the divine intelligence that also lives within you. Surrender is not defeat. It is an empowered choice to move in harmony with your soul's evolution rather than against it. In practical terms, softening resistance might mean practicing deep breathing when intensity arises, or consciously relaxing tense muscles and emotions, reassuring yourself that it's safe to feel and release. It might mean stepping back from the stressful engagements to give yourself space to simply be with what is occurring by cultivating a state of gentle, allowing you to transform turbulence into a dance. You become like a willow bending gracefully in the strong winds, not breaking, but yielding and thus enduring. Know that there is great strength in the softness, for it aligns you with the wisdom of the universe. In the state of surrender, you become a vessel through which the light can do its perfect work, guiding you through each phase of activation with ease and grace. Thus, your own frequency rises to meet the incoming light, and you shift from resistance to radiant alignment with these higher frequencies. The second guidance is to listen to your intuitive field that's subtle in the compass, attuned to your highest good. As the pineal light within brightens and your heart expands, your intuition is speaking more clearly than ever. To hear its wisdom, you must cultivate stillness and receptivity in your daily life. Set aside moments to breathe deeply and drop your awareness from the chattering mind into the calm lake of your heart, into that sanctuary. Ask your soul what it needs in this moment, and then listen. Truly listen to the feelings, images, or words that arise gently from within your own intuitive field. It's not loud or forceful. It whispers in the language of resonance and feeling. You might feel a certain choice lights you up inside, or a sense of heaviness when considering a path not aligned with you. These subtle cues are your inner guidance systems, navigating the influx of energies. Pay attention to the signals of your body and emotions. A sudden aversion may be your soul steering you away from what no longer serves, while a spark of excitement or peace indicates alignment. Also, be aware of synchronicities and signs in your outer world. These are extensions of your intuitive field and the universe's way of echoing your inner knowing. Journaling, meditation, or gentle walks in nature can help you attune more deeply to this guidance. By quieting the noise of external influence, remember, in this activation period, you carry an expanded connection to your higher self and spiritual guides. So intuitive sights may flash more frequently. Honor them. Even if the guidance seems to defy logic or habit, recognize its source and the deeper truth of your being. By following the compass of your intuition, you step gracefully along your path of transformation, making choices that support your highest awakening. The third guidance is to allow personal transformation at the deepest level. You are not meant to emerge from this activation the same as you were before, like a caterpillar dissolving into the chrysalis parts of you are indeed dying away. Old habits, limiting beliefs, even aspects of your identity that you once clung to for security. This can feel disorienting or even painful, as if the ground beneath your feet is shifting. But take heart, dear ones. Dissolution is the precursor to your rebirth. In order for the butterfly to arise, the caterpillar's form must first completely change. So too must you allow your own metamorphosis. Give yourself permission to evolve beyond the confines of who you thought you were. Embrace the unknown of what you might become, trusting that your soul has orchestrated this process in accordance with your highest purpose. When grief for the old self surfaces, honor it. Shed the tears, but know that what is true and essential, you can never be lost. It is simply changing shape to express more of your divine light. In practical terms, allowing transformation might mean reevaluating aspects of your life, relationships, work, daily routines, filling into whether they align with the new vibration. You are anchoring. You may feel called to release certain patterns or associations that no longer resonate, and to explore new directions that your heart is drawing you toward. Follow these inclinations, for they are the movements of your soul breaking free from its cocoon. Be patient with yourself during this reformation, just as the butterfly wings needs to dry before it can fly. You too are gradually gaining strength and clarity. Know that every step of letting go and every embrace of the new you is guiding you and further into the liberated self that This sacred activation has prepared you to be from a broader perspective. Know that your personal awakening is intricately linked to the collective destiny of Earth. As each starseed softens resistance, follows intuition, and allows transformation, a ripple of change moves through the unified field of humanity. We see from our vantage point the grand tapestry of timelines shifting and converging. In truth, reality is holographic, and as you can change your inner frequency, you initiate timeline adjustments in the external world. You are helping to anchor a new timeline, one of higher consciousness, peace, and unity. The emergence of a new Earth into the planetary grid. The old trajectories of collective fear and separation are losing their grip, dissolving like mist under the morning sun. In their place, coherent patterns of love and enlightened understanding are weaving into the fabric of human experience. You might notice in the small ways communities coming together, truths long hidden coming to light, systems beginning to evolve to reflect compassion. These are reflections of the inner shifts taking place on the mass scale. Gaia herself is on an ascension journey, and your role as starseeds is to ground the celestial frequencies into tangible reality. Many of you have felt you are here with a mission. Know that this mission is coming into bloom now by embodying your highest light through this activation period. You are actively recalibrating the soul template of humanity and paving the way for future generations to be born into a higher vibrational baseline. The holographic timeline adjustments happening now. In short, what was once faded in old prophecy can be rewritten by conscious choice. The future is not fixed. It is a living mosaic that you are collectively painting, with each thought, emotion, and action aligned to love. Take comfort in knowing the difficulties you transcend now are forging brighter pathways, not only for yourself, but for all beings connected to you. This is the magnitude of what you are, part of a dawn that extends far beyond your individual life into the cosmic story of Earth's elevation. You are not alone in this journey. Innumerable beings of light across the universe share their blessings and support and strength, upholding the vision of a thriving new earth. The cosmos itself rejoices with each step you take into the light. In closing, dear hearts, know that we of Andromeda surround you with unwavering love and support. Even in the moments when you feel isolated or unsure, you are embraced by a vast family of light that celebrates every step you take. We have walked with humanity through many cycles, and we rejoice now as we witness the glow of your consciousness reaching new heights. In our eyes, you are the brave pioneers of this transition, souls who volunteer to uplift Earth from within. By your presence, we acknowledge each of you as a beacon and a hero of this ascension. For it is through your courage and love that a new dawn emerges. Every prayer, every meditation, every act of love from your heart is felt and acknowledged across the stars. Though I speak to you from afar, in truth, we meet in the space of the heart, where all distance fades. I honor the courage that it takes to be on earth during this massive activation period to endure the trials and rise into your mastery. Remember, you are never truly alone. Call upon us, your Starkin, whenever you need guidance or comfort, and we will answer in the whisper of the wind, the warmth of a healing energy, or the insight that suddenly illuminates your mind. We walk beside you as allies and friends on this magnificent journey of ascension. I seal the transmission into your field, not activating within you only that which serves your highest good. At this time, know that these words carry light. They will continue to blossom and reveal new understandings within you in the days and weeks to come. May the light of 1,000 suns ignite within your soul, revealing the divine truth of your being. We thank you for your presence, your service, your dedication, and your open heart in receiving our message in love and truth. I bow to the divinity within you. I am Avalon of Andromeda, always with you. So shout out to Avalon, right? Shout out to the Andromedas, bro. Thank you for that message. That was a beautiful message, bro. Right? And I want to give a shout out real quick to Felipe Brennan. And I want to give a shout out to GFL for that channel, bro. That was beautiful, bro. Right? That shit was fucking dope, bro. So I was gonna leave, right? But I want to talk about something real quick, bro. I was talking to Jordan this morning, right? And we was talking about she asked me about, she said, what if they have like, what if there's like 10 gods, right? And what if every god is a different color, or what if every god is a different race, right? And this is her, this is her mind. This is her talking to me, bro. She's like, what do you think about that, right? So she just threw a number out there. She threw the number 10 out there. So I said, well, if there's 10 gods, right, total, if that's true, then we have nine. I have nine brothers and sisters, right? Because I'm already awake, bro. So with that said, she said, how would you wake them up? How would you tell them, like, how would you tell them that they're gods? How do you do that, right? And I explained that we really don't know who they are. I really don't know who they are, bro. My theory is that they separated us, bro. They separated us by country, right? So I'm in the United States. One of my brothers might be in Africa, another one might be in China, another, and they took these divine beings that one looks Chinese, one looks Japanese, one looks Indian, one looks Puerto Rican, one looks black, right? And they separated all of them. And they cloned them, bro. They put them in a country of clones, bro. So these gods are in a country of thousands, if not millions, of people that look and act just like them. And they're brought up and taught that they're not special. You're brought up and you're taught that you're not special. So how do you awaken a God that's in a society that doesn't think any one of them is special, bro? Meanwhile, you are. One of you is, bro. One of you is, bro. You understand? But like, how do you distinguish that? How do you do that? And that's when I explained that. Though I have to give to sight, bro, I would have to be around them in order, to see their divinity, bro. I have to be in their energy, right? I have to be in their energy in order for me to see their divinity. I can't just like turn on my phone and know that this is my brother, right? He's sleeping, right? I don't know, bro. Some people are meant to wake up this lifetime, some are not. What if I'm the only one that's meant to wake up here, bro? In this era, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm what you get, bro, right? You're gonna have to eat that, bro. They're gonna talk about me for the next million years. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just how this shit works, bro. So, with that said, bro, I believe that they separated us by and they put us in our respective countries, right? They created a whole country around that one God, right? That didn't know he was a God. So you got this Japanese God, that, he's divine, but they took him to a country, they wiped his memory, and they cloned the fuck out of him. And then they told him you gotta try to make it, right? You gotta try to make it, and you're going against yourself. Every other person you see is you. It's just another version of you. So you grew up thinking you're not special. You grew up thinking everybody else is better than you. But they're not, nigga. They are you. Those are all different aspects of you. Right? So just look at the talent. Just look at the talent in the world. Look at it. Nigga, you can excel. You can be better than that because that's just a version of you. You understand me? So you're already capable of doing it. It's already in there. It's already there, bro. That's all you have to learn, bro. Right, so I'm gonna leave y'all with that, bro. Listen, I love y'all, man. I hope y'all have a beautiful Friday, bro. Stay tuned, bro. Y'all already know what it is, bro. I'll be back shortly, bro.